Good morning, children. Today we are continuing the sound chapter. In that, when the sound is produced, how the sound will be produced means when the vibrations are created by any article, those vibrations they touch our ear. Here, this is what the external ear called ear pinna. Ear pinna, external ear. We are having 3 ears: the external ear, middle ear, and inner ear. So let us see the structure of human ear. Structure of human ear. It is a hearing organ, and this is what the external ear or the outer ear called pinna. And here this is what called as auditory canal. It is also called as eardrum. And here this is what the tympanic membrane. Tympanic membrane, it is also called as eardrum. Next, here we are able to find 3 small bones are there. They are malleus, incus and stapes. Malleus, incus and stapes. And here we are able to find 3 semicircular canals are there. 1, 2, 3. 3 semicircular canals also there. And this coil-like structure is called cochlea. Next, here this is cochlear nerve, and this nerve is vestibular nerve. And this is Eustachian canal or the tube, we can say. And here we are able to find ear ossicles. These are the parts in the human ear. When the vibrations comes and just reaches our ear pinna, it will be funneled into auditory meters or the auditory canal like this. Nearly 2.5 centimeters length the canal, and finally it touches the eardrum. And that eardrum, it starts vibrating like this. Starts vibrating. And those vibrations will be captured by 3 bones called malleus, incus and stapes. And then those vibrations will be again reached to the cochlea, where it is having some sort of fluid. And that fluid, it just vibrates, and then here some hair will be there that detects that sound, and then it will give that message to that cochlear nerve and vestibular nerve. These two togetherly form the auditory nerve, which reports that what type of sound in the brain. This auditory nerve reports in the brain. In this way we can able to detect the sound. Loudness of sound depends upon its amplitude. For that we can use sine graphs or the cos graphs. Here let us take, this is the sound wave, and here the distance from here to here, this distance, we can call it as its amplitude. It is designated with A. See here, let us take the glass tumbler and let us put one of the cell phone which is having ringing tone. We used to get more sound. But when you take out the air from this glass tumbler, and if it is ringing also, we cannot hear. At that time very soft and gentle, otherwise very feeble sound we may get it. By using the vacuum pump, if the air is removed from this glass, and if you place again the cell phone, it will not, you cannot hear any sound if it is ringing also. So here next wave let us take, it is having less amplitude. Here to here the distance is very less, so when the amplitude is less, the sound is soft sound, we can able to get it. Next, here let us discuss about the frequency or the pitch. Here within 1 second, how many waves they will cross from a particular point, that is what called as frequency. In the last video we have discussed. Within 1 second. Here you take that when the high pitch is there, here you see that small waves they are having that less amplitude, and here it is also covering in 1 second. But here number of waves are more, here waves number is less. It is having high pitch and this is having low pitch. Normally, the woman and small kids they are having high pitch, and the men they are having low pitch. So they are producing loud sound. So loudness of the sound is inversely proportional to its frequency. In that way, we can able to find. Here, men they are having low pitch, and women they are having high pitch. If we take the hacksaw blade and if I apply the pressure, initially if it is doing 20 oscillations in 1 second, then we can say that it is having 20 hertz. If I apply more pressure for 1 second, it is going for nearly 80 oscillations, then we can say that 80 hertz. 80 hertz. It is the mean position, and two extreme positions also we can able to find. So frequency it will be measured in hertz. When we do the experiment with hacksaw blade, initially when the pressure is weight is less and the pressure is less, then 20 times only it is moving in 1 second. But when the pressure is more and the weight put on that particular hacksaw blade is more, and it started moving 80 times in 1 second, so it is having high frequency. High frequency, that is nearly 80 hertz. Like that we can able to measure it. And sound, it may be pleasant or unpleasant, which we can able to hear and enjoy, that is what pleasant, and which we cannot able to bear the sound, which comes under unpleasant. Normally, the human ear can bear 60 decibels to 80 decibels. In between, we can able to bear. If it is less than 20, then we can call it as infrasonic sounds. If it is more than 20,000, ultrasonic sounds. Already we have discussed. Now let us see that how the sound will be measured here. Total silence, if you take 0 decibels. When a whisper is taken place, at that time we are able to find 15 decibels. Normal conversation 60 decibels. Lawn mower, in the cricket match time we are able to find that lawn movers they are showing. So it will produce nearly 90 decibels. Car horn, it is having 110 decibels. A jet machine can produce 120 decibels. So here these three greater than our audible range, human audible range. Next here let us see, if it is 10 decibels, 10 times powerful. If it is 20 decibels, 100 times it is powerful. 100 times powerful. Next, if it is 30 decibels, it is 1000 times powerful. If it is 40 decibels, it is 10,000. Now, what is noise means? We used to find this noise in the kitchen when the grinders or the mixers, when they operate for long period, then they will make some horrible sound. That is what comes under noise. Next, we are able to find the noisy area nearby when the traffic signals. When more traffic is there, these lorry drivers or the car driver, they will start blowing the horn. So it is unbearable sound. It also comes under noise pollution. When the industries are using the machinery, when they start running the machines, then also noise pollution will be caused. So continuously, if the human beings are exposed to this noise pollution, it may lead to insomnia, means sleeplessness. They may not get proper sleep. Next, it may lead to high blood pressure, high BP. Next, it may lead to even anxiety. Next, if continuously the person is exposed to the noise pollution areas and all, there is a chance of getting that hearing impairment. They may get some sort of problem to their ears. They may not hear later. Hearing impairment. So, to avoid the noise pollution nearby hospitals and schools. Next, make sure that silencer is working properly while they are riding the bike or any other vehicle. Next one, plantation of trees on either side of the roads, because trees are absorbing more sound, and not only nearby the roadside, the trees to be planted in industrial areas, more and more trees to be planted, so that we can reduce the noise pollution. To reduce the intensity of sound, they need to use the silencers. So by following all this, we can minimize the sound pollution or the noise pollution, and we can able to lead the healthy life. Thank you, children.